Hello, I am the cartoonist Rashid. This cartoon is very similar to that slave rule quality moment one I did where I came across a quote on Facebook, I think. And it was, supposed to be another inspirational, feel good something from somebody. I'll hunt down who actually said it. I intended to do it earlier today. I forgot. But I'll hunt down who the actual quote was from. And it was supposed to be, yeah, but I'm looking at it and I'm like, when white people in the mainstream say stuff, they're not talking to me. They're talking to each other. So if I direct it towards me, what does it look like? So this is another case of that. So in this one, let's see what he said. Yeah, there are two ways to get enough. One is to accumulate more and more, and the other is to desire less. Now it sounds like something from the founding fathers era, where like those little sayings that Benjamin Franklin had, But in this particular case, that's not how white people operate. Their entire shtick is to hoard everything. Only they get to have stuff. So when they say one way is to accumulate more and more, okay, that's you. So they're whoever this was putting it out there like that's bad. You don't want to accumulate more and more, because remember, it was the baby boomers who were enamored with the Far Eastern religions, with the Buddhism and all that stuff and all the chakras. And, like they're the ones they were doing Alan Watts, They were all about that life. So they're the ones that's supposed to be all like, we don't have stuff and separate yourself from things, and like they'll talk that stuff all day, but in practice they want the world and no one else needs to have stuff. They want everybody else to be their servants. That's how they function as the whiteness group. That's what they established, starting from slavery. You can't underestimate that. The entire reason we have the concept of whiteness, the white racist aristocracy, and how they function, how they hoard, how they act like only they get to have stuff with that supernatural level of sociopathic entitlement that they have, comes from the slave era. That's 230 years of them acting like that. And it trickled down into like every one of those classes all the way to the lowest one. They all act like that. The lowest one will get mad if he sees a black American have something he don't have. He'll get actively angry. Like, how do you get you? Like, he's a psychopath. So he's presenting it as a general, things that all humans should like. This was what everybody, but that's not how he feels. That's not how he functions. Maybe if they're talking to each other, they'll play that game, but it's not real. It's your actions, your record of deeds in the earth for the last 400 years that show me who you are. You can't play that game. This little one over here in BitChute is trying to play that game with me now. You cannot. For one, he doesn't know enough. But for those of you who know better, you try to play that game with me. It's your record of deeds in the earth that you are judged by, that show me who you are and your true self. You worship mammon, and you walk the road of those who love money. That's who you are. That's why you give up so easy when it comes to religion and stuff. You talk that talk, but the slightest push, you're like, well, who knows what to believe? Like the slightest push, you spend all day talking about your stock options and doing this and buying gold, and so that's how you talk all day on that stuff. You bring up scripture when you're supposed to believe, and you're like, well, it's up to people's interpretation. Like you get real wishy-washy when it comes to like holding you to the fire of what's right and what you're supposed to believe. You worship yourself and money, and shame on you. Good luck. Peace.